take all of this.
Huh?
Take a half a Sprite.
Yeah.
Want the on the counter right here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Daddy, do I give my benefits back now?
Yeah.
Toys everywhere.
You okay? You okay? Get up. You okay? What is that? What?
It's a cake and a cinnamon roll. I'm just gonna put on the cinnamon roll.
Yeah.
Be careful. Don't fall.
It's going fast. No, it's going faster, faster. What the? Eh?
Yeah. Good old Easter Sunday, dog. Good old Easter Sunday. Dog, I think I'm confused as shit, dog. Because, you know what happened last night. And supposedly, I was in the doghouse, supposedly, I don't know. Um, but I fell asleep down here. And I woke up in the middle of the night. And at this joker, that one, he was laying on me across my chest. And I had this joker was laying like head on my shoulder, body to body. And we all fit on this. Oh no. But yeah, man. Then on my way home and just grabbed a Pepsi and cooked me some food and this and that. So I'ma just, you know, hey, I'm here. Hey, but that's what I said too. I said this morning. I'm like, oh, I'm like my kids. They probably gonna be no better because
Chickens in the grass.
they did
Chickens in the grass. 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 S for elephant, for babies. This is for little kingdom. Naya, we staying on Little Kingdom. Naya, our house is staying on Little Kingdom. Yeah, whatever. Nan, our house is staying on Little Kingdom. Yeah, because fairy else's grief here in Little Kingdom. And, you know, how we have a little and Pop Mommy. Oh, wait, Mommy. No. Mommy. Ah. Tell Papa that. No. Then he'd be mad again. Papa,
Huh?
I'm hungry.
Are you hungry?
Yeah.
find something to eat.
Mommy, Naya, can you watch iPad? Can you watch your phone in YouTube?
Oh, and then you can't watch regular YouTube.
Why?
Because Papa and Mama said no.
I want to be real kid. I want to be real kid. I want to be real kid.
Tell Papa that.
Papa! Papa, I want to be real kid.
What?
I want to be real kid.
Little boy, go eat. Okay, go eat.
Papa,
What?
you put the banana off Papa.
I didn't. They broke.
How you broke?
So they broke, bro.
I want another Papa.
There is no more. You got those two. That's it.
But why is there no more?
Because there's no more. Here, man. You get the hell out of the thing. Oh. Yeah, so basically, you just need the NFC teams in the playoff hunt to lose. That's the key thing. So you don't necessarily care if it's the NFC team. You just need the ones that are in the playoff hunt to lose. Yeah, you said that.
You're too hot, Papa.
Okay, you gotta wait then. I'm gonna try to do what I can. Yeah, you see. I got a lot of things going on. But that's why you gotta wait. You got a lot of things going on as usual. So, but I'm waiting on him. They're giving him the last set check forever. So, oh no, I'm just talking prolonging this long ass chat for no reason.
Chickens in the grass. Chickens in the grass. Don't be no red. Chickens in the grass. 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 Chickens in the grass.
Go ahead, man. Space the
Chickens in
chicken.
the grass. Chickens in 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 the grass. Chickens are goopy. Yum, yum, yum. Ah! Ah! How can you do that? How do you do that?
Yo.
No, no, no. Please, no, no. I'll be back. There's no more snakes.
Are you on the polo or no? Are you on the polo or no?
No more snakes.
Marco Polo? Are you on Marco Polo, the Polo app, or no? Okay, so yeah, just do this. Just take a video of you doing the live set and check, and then going straight to the invite, and then end the video once you get into the invite. Alright. Stop hitting. What's that mean? I said stop hitting. Sit down and eat. Stop. Sit down and eat.
AJ? Give him off the TV. I mean, the table.
Hey, get up there and eat.
I can't move. I can't move.
Ha.
How dare you do this? So no, now.
Lance, stop. Leave him alone to eat. Cool.
Like that. And that's no, now. What's that?
Eat your food, boy.
What's that, Papa?
Nothing. Eat your food.
On your hand. Papa.
What is it?
What's that on your hand?
Nothing. Eat your food.
It's also on your hand, like food. Papa,
Huh?
is it pulp on your hand?
Is it pop on my head?
Yeah.
No.
Where to see it?
Who's that on his hand?
Papa,
What?
to see this man.
That's on his hand.
But look.
Where?
Hello. Yeah, that's what I was just doing.
I told you to put this on your hand.
Yeah, I already got it.
Put in there. So you did not miss. That's what you're doing.
Eating?
What are you looking at? You look at something?
No.
I look at something.
Stop.
This is that AJ.
What?
What were you doing?
But that's coming that AJ.
No.
Papa,
What?
that's coming that AJ.
Did it?
Yeah. That is so nice, but it's not nice. No.
Yeah, it's not nice to call me bad.
Yeah. This is bad. It is bad.
What? Paprika or chili?
You go for a bad.
I use cayenne
Yeah,
pepper.
yes, but where is it?
But how you preach you think you do
Hello.
You
You should, you can't go, I already had one sent. It won't let you accept it?
What?
Yes, I'm the bad.
I said, I already had one sent. It won't let you
I'm
accept it?
No. I am.
No, I am.
Okay,
I was just thinking you told me.
Oh, so you sent the invite? Okay, yeah, I'll be in there. Give me a couple seconds. I'll be there. Alright.
I'm bad.
Come on, go ahead.
I will take you there.
Yeah, I do cayenne pepper. Do you want him or you want chili powder?
What? You don't like it,
Cayenne
Stop
pepper.
it,
Then
Dad.
the
No, I
chili.
like it a little spicy. Okay, so you gotta eat your food for. Did you give him water?
It's
He don't want chicken.
Yes, they're right there.
You're welcome. No, I still got a little bit of food left that I can eat tomorrow. Yeah, it won't let me, what's the name? I don't got the invite, so you have to do it again. Okay. Let me know when, you gonna press it.
I never told you I was making a smoothie.
What type of the sport thing?
Just read me the directions that are right over. I just got these jeans and
Yeah.
I gotta stretch them out.
That was,
You ready? All right.
Sorry, my boots got
What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm putting you in my
Okay, mine's going through. Okay, there we go. All right, Matt, we good. All right. Hey, what are y'all doing?
lots of girls. You know, my friend Lindsay. Lindsay doesn't like you. So, I know her. Anyway, she went out with Ryder last year. He totally broke her heart. Doctor? Like, no warning. Boom. Over. Well, maybe he had a good reason. What is that?
That how many scores for this amount?
Two.
2?
Oh.
Stop now.
What are y'all doing?
I'm not doing anything.
So why is he saying ow?
Today he just fell on his own.
So you didn't touch him at all?
No, all I said was stop. And he was touching my foot like so. This guy says stop.
As this crowd rolled into U.S. Bank Stadium, they were bundled up, jackets and scarves, downright cold outside on this November evening. But
AJ,
all good
stop.
here
Come play with
inside
your
as we
toys.
welcome you to Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Not done.
Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game.
You
And
need to
that
hear
was
him get out
in
of that kitchen.
evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings.
Set. HG Gator. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Step.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Too much?
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. He'll set up the throw. And right in that complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard line. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a run with Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It didn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
65.
Now Cook. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Here we go. Hey, Alpha. 58 Mike. Wrap it. 58, right over there.
He'll look to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 14.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. They'll dump this off to Cook. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Back to the ground, Cook. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Man, quit doing that yelling.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, no doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Break this one now. Quit talking about it and bring it.
And he's got some space here. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good.
Yeah.
Backside guys, that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On 2nd down now, Emery. And some room to maneuver. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Here's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. Allen now on 3rd and goal. Now he's forced out, and he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this 1st quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And Gay knocks this one through. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So still no touchdowns in the 1st half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
58, come on. 58, come on. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers.
Give me some. Here we go, here we go. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Slam, slam, slam. Back, back, back.
And that'll set them back 5.
Literally brought every kid in the world with ability 70, Indy.
Hey, 58 is the month. Well, 58 is the month.
Ready?
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Vikings on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
No.
Hey, Echo.
I slammed it. Get over me. Here.
He'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
It's wet right there.
He wants to
Move,
get his
Papa.
team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. A good return there, 17 yards, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On second down, Emery. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. I got one, we got
First down, a run with Cohen. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
You better be afraid of me. Alert, alert, alert.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 7-yard touchdown grab. As the Bears push further out in front, Matt Gay on for the extra point.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a give running right. It's Cook. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Hey, Charlie.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And a broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and 1. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's
Dixon
the pick.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
First down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
What's wet, Naya? He probably was playing in the water.
First play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hey, dude.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Let's go. 52,
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Danielle Hunter, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
52, Mike 52. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Samson Abukum in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And an alley to run. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic.
From the gun, it's Allen. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Lamb. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as the Bears push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Back to throw here. And Diggs has it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. It doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's third down.
On the ready. Hey, Wahoo!
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Crunch time, defense. Let's go.
Now back to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
58, boy, 58.
Back to throw. The open man is Smith. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down. He'll drop to throw. And this is Cook to the ground. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're going to look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
I can't hear. Hold on, y'all. What you say?
His first touchdown on the year.
No, I said it.
And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. They took a pretty big risk right there, going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Allen going to back away and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll try to run for it with Cohen, and he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll try and run for it. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. No. Check number 52 right here.
From the gun, Allen. Flushed out right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Hey, Mike 7.
52. Mike 52. All day. Mike 52. He's scared.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Allen going to go on 4th down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Here we go on 2nd and 12. It's complete to Diggs. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Right there. Jump for the fucking ball.
27 yards there, a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. Now he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Bailey got the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
He goes to you. He comes to me.
They'll try the left side. Emery. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
That's why you gotta keep your fingers out your mouth. Keep stuff out your mouth. Don't show.
I got motion. Hey, Mike 52. Hey, watch the slam. Jim. Go.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
58, right over there.
Again, it's Cook. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Points.
Terrific running there to start the drive, as that's going to go for 15 and a quick first down as well. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Where's
Back to throw. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw is Allen. And he's in! Are you kidding me?
Go.
How do you give that up?
One of the most
Game
improbable
time.
ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play. And with the lead, no chance of a return spoiling this one here on the PAT. It is up and through, and there is your final margin of victory. Is on the final play, they win it by a touchdown. 17. Well, that was a fun game to witness, partner. A touchdown there at the very end to win this thing.
And that's really where the emphasis is, right? The touchdown to win it. I know that they put a little on top, right? What's your favorite dessert? You know, what do you put on top of your favorite dessert?
You put whipped cream. Maybe a cherry.
There you go. The whipped cream, the cherry, whatever you want to talk about, that's what they put on it. But the story, the touchdown to win it, that's how they got it done.
So for Chicago, they pick up win number 7 on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And